putting things in your shopping cart, and for whatever reason, if you haven't checked out, make sure that you do that at 12 or before 12 midnight, because our free shipping event is done at the stroke of midnight. Well, right now, channeling my best snow bunny, I gotta tell you, this is something that, you know, snow, sleet, no matter where you are in the country, everybody has storage issues. And Origami is our #1 brand when it comes to organization here at HSN. Under the Origami banner, this is their #1 product. This is where the whole organizational trends with no tools required. No tools, virtually no assembly. The hardest thing you're gonna have to do is take it out of the box. This is where it all started. There are over 3,400 reviews on this. Most of them are perfect. I'll just tell you that right now. But what's interesting is most of those reviews say, I wish I would have gotten another one, because guess what? You're normally not getting a 2-pack. Well, you're getting a 2-pack if you're selecting it right now. So you could almost make the argument, not quite a buy one, get one, but you get the whole idea here. Normally we do ask you to buy them separately. And normally that means that you're looking at, well, you know, I'll err on the side of caution. And normally you're looking at around 15, 20, sometimes upwards of $25 per rack on shipping. That is not the case. It's a 2-pack, that's #1. And then #2, it's free shipping basically for the next 16 minutes. Hardest thing you're gonna have to do is pick your color of choice. So working over on the far side of the studio, the Pewter is the original. The Pewter, we have the final 100. So final 100 on the Pewter. We've actually put it right by the Platinum. So you can probably see, Mark, do I need to get that a little closer so they can actually see the two together? Just so that people have an idea. So both Pewter and Platinum are final call, final quantities. We have our white, okay, last 300 in that Platinum. The white is especially always very popular, especially if you have white trim in your house, in your laundry room. So final 300 there. And then we have this, we are calling it bronze. It's like a vintage bronze. Here's the one where we do have the 2-pack out here. It has almost like a warmth to it. So if you do have, say, warm woods, cherry wood, walnut, it really looks great as, say, an entertainment center. Right now, we are doing this on 5 flex pays. That's part of our big Explore the Possibilities and Explore the Deals event today at HSN on New Year's Day. And then we also have free shipping. That's the biggie on this one. So the free shipping is the big one on this because, I mean, trust me when I tell you, these are not inexpensive to ship. And the guy who knows all about this is the man with the plan. We call him the OG of HSN, and that would be Lou Caputo. And Lou, I tell you, I know you did your last airing of your Today's Special a little bit earlier today. People love, love, love. They are obsessed with the OG on the Origami. And you know, whether it's the fact that it doesn't create another storage problem, or the fact that it just holds a lot, or the fact that you can use it with the wheels or without the wheels, or you really don't have to worry about assembly. You just take it out of the box if you want to add the wheels, which I was newer to, as I told you.
Hard to believe.
Let's start with some of the basics, though, because we've got a lot of people who are discovering HSN for the very first time. And of course, this is the time to do it, since we are doing the 2-pack, the 2-pack, the 2-pack, and the free shipping. So it's like a double whammy. Let's start with some of the basics. When we say it's actually harder to get out of the box, that's probably the biggest problem in deciding what color, because there is nothing else in the organization category that's quite like this, is there?
Yeah. No, you could go to the stores, you could look around, you're going to see particle board, you might see some steel, but that's going to require assembly, or you might see some plastic. This is the only powder-coated steel rack that I know of that comes to you flat packed like this. Now, in your case, you're going to get 2 because you're lucky people, all right? When you open this, all you do is pull the sides open. We say there's no assembly required. There really isn't. All you have to do is just do a couple of latches. Here is the origami toggle in the front of it. This is a patented design. Watch what happens when I push that down. Notice how this whole thing is rigid now. Then all I've got to do is just flip over this top shelf right here. Don't hit my ceiling fan. Bring this down, and there's one latch right here, and I put that in place. And that was the whole thing, Shannon. We're done. I mean, that's what we call assembly with this. No tools required, or butter knives, or anything, okay? Now, the nice thing about this, though, when you're just getting down to some of the basics, this is powder-coated steel, okay? So it's chip-resistant, it's scratch-resistant, it's corrosion-resistant. So you could use this indoors, you could use this outdoors. Don't worry about humidity, salt air, doesn't matter, okay? The racks, each one of these shelves is 3 feet long. There's 4 of them. So that means you've got 12 linear feet of storage. They're 18 inches deep. So you've got another 6 inches than most other shelving systems out there are going to have. You got 1.5 feet of storage going this way. With the wheels on these, they stand 64 inches tall. Without the wheels, they're 61 inches tall. Now, here's the thing about the wheels. And I think we're going to see that in this animation in just a second. With the wheels on it, because it raises to 3 inches, we recommend that you limit yourself to 75 pounds per shelf for a total of 300 pounds. But remember, that's 300 pounds that you can roll around, okay? Without the wheels on it, yep, that's it right there. You can go up to 250 pounds per shelf. There are 4 shelves. That's 1,000 pounds per rack, but you're getting 2. So that's 1,000 pounds, 1,000 pounds. That's 2,000 pounds. That, my friends, is literally a ton of weight. You're going to have a ton of storage tonight when you pick yours out and get them home. I mean, I love saying that. It's a ton of storage. Literally.
It quite literally is a ton of storage. And
it is.
Now, remember, if you want the pewter, we have a couple hundred available. If you want the platinum, we have fewer than 300 available. If you want the white, we have fewer than 300 available. The vintage bronze, oh, and I'm sorry, I neglected to mention black. Rick, we do still have the black as well, correct? Black is actually the most popular, so we do have black as a choice. Sorry about that. That's on the other side of the platinum and the pewter. I got a little obsessed with our sellout colors there, but our black obviously is great, especially if you are using it as, say, an entertainment center. A lot of these big kind of techno decorating stores are really into this kind of clean, esoteric line. And the big thing for me is, I mean, this is big on value, big on storage, but not big on price, especially when you consider some of those other storage issues. I mentioned when Lou and I did this together in my first hour of time, I have several storage lockers because we don't have basements here in Florida. That was a real adjustment for me. So you have to pay somebody to keep your stuff. It's really a lot of fun. And I've also heard an urban legend that garages are for cars. Maybe you haven't heard that one before, but this is actually getting your square footage back. So it allows you to get your square footage back, but moreover, those other storage solutions become storage problems, meaning once they are assembled, I have one storage locker where I'm telling you, I don't care, whenever I move out of that storage locker, somebody's getting that rack. It's not an Origami, and the thing, oh man, I mean, the box, you shake the box. Lou, we've all had that madness moment, right? Where you get the box and you shake it and you go, oh, I don't know if I'm up for this today, right? You know, I'm gonna need more than that butter knife. I'm gonna, you know, I might need that New Year's Eve cocktail. That is not this. This, you take it out of the box, you open it up, you put the wheels on or not, you get the free shipping, which I really wish they would have left the shipping on the graphic just so that people could see. Because normally you're spending
around 20 bucks.
You know, yeah, I was gonna say around 20 bucks, and normally that's per rack because people buy more than one. You read the reviews, the over 3,400 reviews, and people keep saying, I love it, I love it, I love it. I just wish I would have gotten more than one. Well, you're getting more than one. You're getting the set of 2, and you're getting the free shipping for this hour. You're getting the free shipping for this show. You're getting the price only for this show. You're getting the price only for this hour. And that's the big thing, Lou, is this offer, the free shipping, the 2-pack, the this day only price, they all go away at midnight. They all go away at midnight. With or without wheels, people love it. And, you know, it's just, we say this a lot about Origami, but this one in particular, because it's the cornerstone of what Origami has to offer. The hardest thing to do is to just get you know, try it and get it at home. And once they try it, they become believers forever, don't they?
No, they do. And not only that, but it's sort of like your gateway rack right here, because what's going to happen is you're going to get this guy. And then we've got the smaller ones. We've got the one that was today's special. I think we might have a couple of those left. You know, we've got the bookshelves. We've got so many different pieces of Origami, because once you get them home, they all have a couple things in common. They're no assembly required. They're all with the powder coated steel on them. They're easy to set up. They're easy to break down. You know, and prime example, the one, I'm going to move this out of the way. The one back here, this turquoise one, you can't get the turquoise now. We don't have it anymore. That's why you need to jump on the colors when we get them. This is one my wife picked up many years ago. We were trying to remember how long it's been. We don't even know. I mean, because I've been selling these for about 11 years. So it's a long time ago. But this is the kind of organized that you can become. I mean, this is all crafting stuff that she has. It's not even all of it, but it's a lot of it, the crafting stuff. And she puts this in a closet. And when she wants to craft, she wheels this whole thing out. and she puts a table side. She's got everything right there at her fingertips. That's the thing about origami. She uses it that way. I've got a bunch in our garage that some of them have tools on them, some have paints on them, some of them have my props and product samples that I use for shows. I mean, there's so many different things we do with them. I use a couple in my office. She has one with a cricket in there. I just thought about that one, the little ones. My point being, there are so many ways you can use these indoors, outdoors, wherever you want. But you were just talking a second ago about how these are a storage solution, not a storage problem. What we mean is, when you're not using this, if you feel say you got all the stuff from the big box store on here and it's done, it's gone, boom, I can store this away. And the other thing is, if I move, this comes with me. Shannon, I'm not leaving this behind for the next people. There was nothing in our agreement that said they were getting a parting gift, you know what I mean, or a welcoming gift. They don't get this. This comes with me.
Well, and by the way, speaking of that, this goes with you too. There are a lot of people who use these for home shows. In fact, when, before the social distancing, a lot of, our friends and partners on the air would use this to haul products. Yeah, art shows, craft shows. Even if it's just you belong to those wholesale clubs. And if you do have one of those SUVs, you just fold down that, second back seat, and people do take this with them, especially when you're transporting, whether it's boxes from the curb, if you've been doing an abundant amount of shopping at HSN and doing that free shipping like I have, or whether it's just the bulk toilet paper and the paper towels and all of the things that we do. But the thing is, and again, I like that we err on the side of caution in terms of the weight capacity and limit. With my origami racks, with wheels or without, it's not like I've ever obsessed. It's like, is it going to take it? Now, I'm not telling you to go cuckoo crazy, but I'm telling you it's not the kind of thing that you worry about or that you obsess about. And the other thing about this is, remember, no matter what you're putting on it, whether it's golf clubs or whether it's luggage, extra shoes or sweaters or potting soil or rock salt. You can hose this down. It could, you can put it in that 3 Seasons porch. You don't have to baby this with that powder coated steel. Actually, because Suzanne has that Nordic Track Today special coming up, you think of gym quality equipment, and I've used the big Smith and weight machines and stuff like that. It really is built to last. And Lou, that's why I really like that distinction when you were showing one of the original ones that you and Kelly have at home. You really cannot distinguish these between the first ones that you got and the second ones that you got and the third ones that you got, just because it really does stand up no matter what you put on it. And when people get this at home, Lou, I think they have a tendency to forget, what we did before we had origami. I mean, I look at my storage lockers, any one of them is filled with, it's with origami. And can I tell you something? When I saw this go up earlier when you were on the air with Ty and had 2 other Arians and we've already sold thousands of these, I wait for this day. There are people like me who already know the virtues and the benefits of the origami rack. But when we see the 2-pack, and especially when we see the 2-pack with the free shipping, which really doesn't happen, that's when the most of the people who are calling in who have selected this, they're people like me who already have it at home, aren't they?
Oh, they are. And it's funny you said that about how we forget how we used to store things, because I was just thinking about that. We're kind of spoiled. I know I am when it comes to my storage solution, because I'm so used to having origami. I don't think twice about it. If we need another rack, we order another rack. And guess what? I know that I'm going to have it together in 5 minutes. I know that I need it. If I need to put it away someplace, I can. If I have to transport it, I can. When I set it up, I know it's going to take me just a couple minutes whenever I need to use it, just like that. And you know what? It's funny because we all make these, our resolutions at New Year's and what we're going to do for the year. And the 2 most common, I believe, are I'm going to get in shape and I'm going to get organized. Okay, I can't help you with the first part. I think tomorrow's Today's Special maybe can. Not me. But I can help you with the organization part, and this certainly will, because it's immediate gratification. This, as soon as you get it and you set it up, the wheels are going to start spinning. You're going to start thinking of ways that you can do storage and get organized. But then what about using it as furniture, Shannon? We call it store decor. You can use it as decor in your house. You could use this as a drying rack for things, because remember, these are wire shelves. Air flows through here, water flows through here. Well, wait a minute. What about this for an herb garden? Or maybe you want to put potted plants on here. The sky's the limit when it comes to origami. And that's the cool thing about these. Because of the way they're made, because of how strong they are, because they're powder coated, you could pretty much do anything you want with these, Shannon. Anything you want. And because they're so strong, like you said, I mean, we're not saying like go crazy and put an engine on top of these. But you know what? You can put a lot of stuff on here. I've tried, and I've never gotten to the point where I've been like, oh my gosh, I put too much. I'm talking firewood, cinder blocks, pavers. I've done all kinds of things. And I'm telling you, These are some of the best made shells I have ever experienced in my days. Look at that.
Absolutely. I mean, so
Boom.
that's the assembly that Lou is showing off. I mean, literally, you unfold it and then you flip the top over, and then if
Yeah.
you want to put the
Look
wheels
at
on, you can. I mean, that's literally all there is to it. Remember that free shipping
Yeah.
is done in T-minus 2
Simple.
minutes. So 2 minutes and counting on that free shipping. And remember, normally it's about $20 per rack, give or take. I mean,
Right.
I know that varies, but give or
Yeah.
take about $20 a piece. As a general ballpark. You don't see that on the screen, but that's, really kind of what happens here. If
Yeah.
we can show you the difference between the pewter and the platinum, again, I think we might have a shot available. Those are the most limited at this point. So we have 50 of the pewter. Now, when you see this shot, the pewter is the darker and more of the textured, if that makes sense. So that is the pewter, that's the classic, that's the OG, if you will. The platinum has more of that matte or I should say satin or flat finish to it. The black, I apologize, I didn't mention that right away. The black, especially if you're doing kind of that spatial decorating, that'd be perfect for a home office. That'd be great if you are using it as an entertainment center. The white, there are fewer than 300 of the white. And the white is especially great, say, in an apartment where maybe that trim might be in white. And then the bronze has more of a